Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be continuing to take a look at a scenario where civilization starts over. We're now on episode 50 of the series, and in the last episode we saw a lot happening. Like New Zealand invading into Borneo. And after that we saw Borneo and Sumatra, Java, unite under one country. Their capital city's right here. You can barely see it because if I did put it as the size for every other country's capital, you wouldn't be able to see the island that their capital city is in. So yeah. We also saw a rebellion take place over here. With the familiar face returning and the new country forming here. And the red team will also funded this. So now the lead dictator here is now imprisoned with the communist dictator who was originally in this country. Yeah. That's about it. Also, I did forget to update this, so, that's outdated. And, now this defensive pact, the pink team is gonna do something Kazakhstan is gonna do something very stupid. If I can get the right color I want. They send their forces into this country. And this obviously activates the defensive pact with Crimea and Mesopotamia. And so look at that, Mesopotamia and Crimea are both in alliances. The Circle and Star Alliance declare war on Kazakhstan. New Zealand, in fact, and Tanzania declare war on them in support of their ally, which, never mind. But yeah. But they still see some success. Did I forget to give these guys a capital? Crap. I just realized that. Just realized they didn't have a capital until now. Yeah, their capital would have been there if I remembered about that. What in the... But these guys are really stupid by doing this. But they do have some success. But then, they get pushed out of the country. And this sparks a global war against the fascists. And we see a lot of nations declare war. So these guys were attacked, so they will begin to invade. What in the... That was weird. But they begin to invade into the country. They rapidly advance into their old territory. Taking a lot of their land. We also see Mesopotamia start their own invasion into this country. I need to maybe lighten this color up a little bit more. But yeah, they will send their military in. They begin to invade over here. Now their forces are in this area. I'm just doing this to show that these are where their forces are. So their forces are right here. But, this country is going to start their own invasion, meeting up with this area. Their forces are over here now, but I'm just showing this, because they are invading in this area. They also capture all of this area under their military. Over here in the capital city, the fascist leader from Liberia is, in his cell with the communist leader. Shaking his head like, that was so stupid. Because it was on the news. Yes, internet has been invented in this series. But, not only is this Russian country invading, no. I said this would be the war on the fascists. I'm not wrong. Because Baikal is invading into the country. Trying to get rid of fascism near them. So they begin to rapidly advance towards the capital city. They actually will meet up with these forces over here. Now, how are they going to send help to their ally? They can't really do that. But not only is Baikal in this war, Persia is also joining the war on the side of the communists. Trying to get rid of fascism on their border. So they begin to invade over here. They make a consolidated front right here. They have a very good consolidated front against Kazakhstan. Not good. Over here in Africa, things aren't going well for the fascists. Because they are getting invaded. By who, you may ask? Well, Egypt is in the war. So they are invading into this area. And they are blitzing towards the capital city. Not only that, they're not only invading from that area, they're going to invade down here to protect the capital city, which is probably under threat right now. So that's what we see here. Mesopotamia is also in the... make sure they send their forces into the country. We even see this country start their invasion into some of their old land. They take it with relative ease. And they actually managed to invade and capture Socotra from Tanzania. They will make a landing over here and capture this island. They begin to invade into the colony of this area. You might notice... Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on 1 second, guys. I think I made an error. These two countries are supposed to be this color. Well, hold on 1 second. This is supposed to be the Unitarian... This is supposed to be Indonesia Unitaria. My bad, I forgot about that. Continuing the fighting. Let's get back to the fighting. We see them cross the Red Sea and into the country. Keep in mind, their forces are... Keep in mind, when I color around this, that means their forces are just in that area. So you really can't show them invading that, because that would be defeat the whole purpose. But we're not done over here. Because now Mozambique is invading into the countries, into Tanzanian territory of Madagascar. They take Madagascar for themselves. They will even begin to invade into these colonies over here. And even over here. We see them invading into this territory as well. We also see them invade up over here, meeting up with the Lake of Malawi, and they begin to go along the coast of the lake until they capture the entirety of the lake. They begin to advance towards whatever this lake is called in real life. They take it too. Another front is expanding across their border with Tanzania. Moving away from this area, we see this red country over here start to invade into New Zealand, hopes of freeing the people from their authoritarian regime. They will capture a ton of land here. It gets so bad that the Unitarians who are here in Indonesia start their invasion. They will capture some of their old territories. The military here is not fighting back. Why? Because they are rebelling now. So the Unitaria Indonesia is invading their old territories of the two countries that are a part of them, obviously. And yeah, they are actually succeeding in invading these areas. Why am I stuttering? And they actually begin to make landfall in Indonesia, in the island of New Guinea. They make a naval landing and have great success in this area. The people of Papua are rebelling away and joining up with the Unitarians here. Because they also were... They were making plans with these two to unite into Unitarianism before they could. These guys just had to ruin it, so... That's why they're welcomed with open arms by the invaders. We see them capture these islands over here in the Pacific. They start to capture islands too close for home for New Zealand. As they make a naval landing in this island, and they start to invade into the mainland of their country. The military of these countries will drag their leaders out of the capitals of the fascist countries, drag them out, and they will be sent over to the Red Team. And we see the end of World War IV. Let's take a look at a peace treaty. Alright, hold on 1 second. Obviously, this no longer exists. Fascism is dead. Also, communism is technically dead now. They abandoned radicalism. The leaders resigned because they didn't want to be there anymore. So, yeah, it's pretty nice. It's nice for the world to be gone, be rid of radicalism once and for all. The world is now free from radical ideologies. No more radical ideologies, so this number in this area is gone. Oh, right. What the... There we go, that's fixed. So, Arabia is gonna gain the land that they lost. Well, not all of the land they lost, but they do gain back the land that they lost to Tanzania. They even take control of Socotra and this island. And also this area belongs to them now. Oh, right. Almost forgot about this area. I almost forgot about that. But, yeah, these guys gained Madagascar. Oh. It was a long time coming, but it finally happened. They also gained this island and this island. They even take these two colonies away from Tanzania. Oh, in this area as well. Almost forgot about that. Mozambique will be taking this area around this lake here. They take these provinces right here, as well as these provinces up here. Mozambique is looking nice. I don't know why I did that. But, yeah. Now, the World War did last a couple years. But, yeah, I didn't show it. Mesopotamia will gain some land. What the? They will gain this set of provinces over here. Egypt will be gaining all of these provinces right here. And, yeah, I'll be going back here in a bit. We still gotta look at the peace treaty here. Australia will be getting this land. I'm gonna call them Australia. As well as this land. And they will get, all of these provinces right here from New Zealand. Because this is, the They did join the war. They did a lot of work. Also, the military did promise them this land, so... The dictators from Tanzania, the Pink, Kazakhstan, and, New Zealand all are in the red team right now. Especially, Liberia's fascist leader is looking at Kazakhstan's fascist leader and like, why did you do that? You knew Russia was in a defensive pact with Crimea and Mesopotamia, and you decided to invade. What is your problem? They're like, we forgot. Yeah, their leader was old, so they probably did forget about that. But that's what cost them the war. Continuing to be over here, we see that Unitaria, Indonesia gets all of this land back. Now, I'll be spitting out some countries here in a second. But for now, I'm just going to get this area divided real quick. Oh, right. Almost forgot. This area was part of Java. So Unitaria Indonesia will get this land over here. No, this wasn't all the land exactly, but it counts. So the entirety of this island of Papua, all of Papua, the island of Papua will be given over to them. Because the people here are in support of Unitarianism. Unitarianism. Yeah, that's what they're in support of, so... We are seeing a very big powerhouse forming. Don't know why that just happened. So yeah, that's that. Going over here to Kazakhstan, Russia will be getting a lot of their old land back, which are these provinces over here. They don't get all of their old land back, but they get a lot back. Kazakhstan is going to be given a smack on the head. A pretty hard smack at that. Because they will be forced to release some countries here. By the victors of World War IV. Also, Mesopotamia gained land from this, which are these provinces right here. Yeah, this defensive pact is pretty outdated now, so we can go ahead and fix this. Because this is not really a thing anymore. So we can go ahead and get rid of the blue shield here. Prussia will be gaining this province, as well as these provinces. These provinces right here. Those are the provinces they get. This country right here will gain these provinces right here, as well as these provinces right here. Baikal is going to gain these provinces right here. So that's pretty interesting. So yeah, that's all the newly acquired land. Now it's time to go back in time here. We're going to see a familiar face return. Let me find the right color. It actually is, this country that, we call this, like, Gabon. So Gabon will return. Not right, no, not there. What was I putting it right there? It's gonna be right here. And they will get their independence away from Tanzania. Okay, really? And this is the provinces that they will require. Tanzania will be pretty far reduced. We see the creation of a kind of like this dark color here. These guys will be like the Congo country. Because they gain a lot of land. Or I could call this Victoria, because they will be surrounding Lake Victoria. Sorry. They also gain this island and this island. And these islands right here. Our map is getting more and more interesting. As we can see here. Now there will be a season 2. I already gonna do this. I'm gonna do a season 2. But it won't be after this. It'll be after episode 100. So yeah, there's Victoria. New Zealand is gonna be forced to spit out this country right here. They will be allowed to keep the rest of their land, but they're gonna be forced to spit out a country. And Kazakhstan is gonna be forced to spit out another country. They're gonna be forced to spit out this northern Russian country. Right here. So, yeah. Pretty interesting, right? And that's actually gonna be it for this episode. Just let me get the capital cities real quick. For these new nations. Your new capital will go here. Victoria's capital is gonna be on Lake Victoria. So no surprise there. So Russian's country's gonna put theirs there. And this country will put theirs there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.